Welcome to TM2 Studios and D20 Legends. My name is Mike. I will be your DM for this evening. Why don't we start off by going around and introducing the cast? Start on this side.
My name is Michael, and I am playing TJ Amberfeather, a human rogue.
I'm Billy Towers, and I'm playing our human barbarian named Joshua Hall.
My name is Sean, and I'm playing a wood elf fighter named Zagine.
My name's Ashley, and I'm playing a high elf ranger named Shava.
Fantastic. Thank you all for being here this evening. I just want to point out, if you go over to our Twitch page,
Twitch.tv/TM2 Studios.
If you give us a follow, once we get to 50 followers, we will be giving away a brand new copy of the D&D 2024 Player's Handbook. So go over there, give us a follow, get entered to win this book. We are excited to give it away, so please do that. And also, if you are watching on YouTube, if you wouldn't mind, it costs you nothing. If you could give us a subscribe and a thumbs up, we would appreciate that. And so let's get into tonight's episode. Who would like to discuss the recap? Already looking at him.
They're already looking at me, so we started off with getting some more research done on the Dwarven Fortress. Its ruler, Lord Gandor Rathjen. It's been around for 850 years. Big old dwarven city inside. What?
Keep going.
That's what I got written down. And then we got a little information. The Kaizen Empire been around for, in its current form, about 100 years. Started off as a military coup, which removed the king and the royal family. Its current leader is Lord Haddon Coulter.
Hayden.
Hayden?
Yep.
Hayden. A1D. Not two. Hayden. Okay. See what else. Didn't really find anything on Shadow Paths other than needed to talk to Lord Rathjen on that. The Severed Summit, not much known. The Oracle is known as the Old Lady. We'll have to get more information from more likely from Lord Rathjem on that as well. The nearest town to the Dwarven Fortress is Proxton, within about a mile. And then once we got all that done, we set out the next morning. After Zagine's character had some really interesting dreams. But we set out the next morning and made it to Moundsville, where we did a little shopping, a little selling, and we're about to call it a night when we ended last time.
So just a quick note. The construction for the fortress was completed 250 years ago. When it began, you don't know. But yeah, not 800.
Okay, I had the wrong number. 250. Yeah. Maybe that was just my writing. Sorry.
Well, 8 generations have ruled the Rathjens.
It was more than, what was it?
It was finished 250, but 8 generations have ruled. Dwarves live about 100 and some odd years, so that's probably where I got the 850 from. Whatever. Okay.
And it wasn't just interesting dream. It was like hands and claws coming to get you. Like
He didn't tell me what it was, so
Oh,
I don't want to go that deep into it. So
For those watching at home, it was
Yeah.
something along the lines of hands reaching out and grabbing him and pulling him to some space.
Or something.
Or something. Listen, I was in the middle of eating breakfast and getting dressed at the same time. So like, when I was listening to it, so
And you're, I got you. All right, so we pick up. You are done for this evening, right?
I have one last stop to make.
You had one last stop to make. Are you all together? Where is the party at as a group? I know that, did some of you just go to the Sapphire?
I remember
well,
making
I mean,
it to
I've been out
Mom's, but-
selling stuff, so
Right.
Yeah,
I don't know if I was with anybody or not.
I remember you had distributed the gold.
I distributed to everybody,
Yeah.
whether that's
Yeah.
now or later.
Yeah.
think,
I just
didn't
wanted to
somebody
make sure
go to
everybody had-
get rooms?
Yeah, we got rooms already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
we
we
got
went out to
I
do our,
believe Trevor went and got the room.
yeah, Trevor got the rooms.
So
And then
Trevor
we-
would be at the Sapphire.
I need to go to.
Where are you at?
I'm at the Sapphire.
Sapphire in your room?
Yep.
Same. Same. So TJ's on his own.
let's say
I'm,
this is the same night that
Yep.
y'all got me royally messed up. And yes, I am laying down.
I think that would have been the night.
before.
That might have.
The night before.
I am recovering from
Yeah.
the hangover.
Yeah.
There's a bucket of
And a day on the road.
Yes, there's two buckets next to me. One full of water and one full of something I need to
Something.
throw in the morning.
Okay. Well, we will focus on TJ now. What would you like to do?
I need to check in with the guild. I didn't
Okay.
last time. That can be problematic if I don't do that.
You know right where to go. You remember the tavern that you need to go to?
Tasty flute?
Tasty Flute.
Looking through my notes, and I got Viking tasty flute. Okay, that must be it.
Gotta fix the toilet. I stared at it for a second. What is that?
And so you head down the street, around the corner, down a few more streets, and down along the ways, you see the sign hanging out in front of the establishment. Tasty Flute. You enter in. Bartender behind the counter. Another weary traveler. Come on in and have a drink, why don't you?
Walk up to the bar.
What can I get you?
I'm here to fix the toilet.
You're here to fix the toilet. Looks you up and down. Let me go see if we have a problem.
Okay.
I'll be right back. And he exits through that door on the side of the bar. Ten minutes goes by. He reappears. Follow me.
You don't.
Leads you into a familiar room. Says, wait here, somebody will be here to show you where the toilet is located. And he leaves. And as he closes the door, you hear it lock behind you. It's a familiar empty room. Table, a few chairs sitting in the center. 20 by 20, nothing on the walls. Bare room. 15, 20 minutes goes by. And you hear heavy footfalls coming up stairs from another door on the side of the room. And you hear the door open. There's a large, familiar Goliath standing there.
Victor.
Viking.
Mike.
TJ,
Hello, Viking.
what brings you back here?
Passing through, just paying my respects as is required. Last time I was through, I did not. It was a mistake on my part, but we were kind of in a hurry.
Fair enough.
Figured we're on our way back. Stop in and make amends.
Interesting.
So, stop in and do as I'm supposed to do.
Follow me. And he leads you down the stairs. Closes the door behind you, locks it. Guys go down the stairs through another door that opens into a lavish parlor room, upper balcony level. People are having a jovial time. Music is playing. And there, in his designated table, Belster sits there and waits for you. As Viking walks you over and says, Boss TJ's here. He wants to pay his respects. Oh, fair enough. Come on in, TJ. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How have things been out there in the wild world?
Interesting, for lack of a better term.
Oh, how so? First up, can I offer you something to drink?
Yes, please. Thank you.
What would you like?
An ale.
Ale. Just a simple ale. Does that, and you see a blonde waitress in the corner rushes over, and in a minute, an ale sitting in front of you.
Thank you.
Please, regale me with your tales.
Do not take this the wrong way. I'm not sure how much I should tell you, because the more you know, more of an inconvenience it could end up being for you. Suffice it to say is we've figured out what the goblins and the rest in Grimsby were looking for.
Does that mean there's an end coming to this soon, or?
And coming probably soon, probably not.
That's not good.
No, it is not good. What they're after, they don't have anymore, is tough to say at this point in time. And what they're after is actually only one of several pieces. So, yeah, this isn't ending anytime soon, unfortunately.
That means bad a little bit.
And because of that, me and my group are going to be out of the area for the foreseeable future.
Oh, well, that's too bad. Kind of getting used to you being around.
So, and like I said, if I tell you much, I don't know how much I should tell you, because like I said, if goblins and whatnot come looking, it could be inconvenient. They may come looking anyways, I have no idea. We had a bad run-in a couple days ago. 4 days ago. 4? God. You die 3 times and your memory just completely goes out the window. We had a bad run-in, and so, like I said, I don't want you having this knowledge and having it be to you. Well, like I said, I'm just here as a fellow rogue. I'm doing my due diligence, stay in the good graces of the guild by not appearing to be encroaching or anything along those lines. There's one more thing, if I could ask a favor of you, and I pull out a letter. Did you have this delivered to Teddy privately. Courier service, there could be more, it could be too public.
Fair enough. Takes the letter.
Because he had asked us to look, because I believe you were the one, he was the one that gave him, Teddy, the information, I remember, right?
That's correct.
Teddy had asked us to look into the schmuck from Shadyville.
Oh, that fucker Zane Marshall.
Yeah, him. And we're not going to be able to do that for a bit, unfortunately. We did find out that he has no real means of financial support other than being a council member for the town. So somebody's got to have their hooks into him. I just have no idea who, and we're not going to be able to get to it.
Well,
If
Right.
there's anything you could do to help Teddy in that regard, I would be eternally grateful. Whatever information you comes across yours, if you could please pass it on to him. But beyond that, I mean, that was all I came toward tonight.
well, I appreciate the honesty. It's no surprise to us. They have spies everywhere. We know where some of them are. We're actively keeping tabs on them or distracting them in whatever fashion that we give you a little bit of information that I know of Zane Marshall.
Okay.
Zane originally was here in Moundville. He had 3 separate failed businesses that we know of. The first one here in Moundville was a jewelry gem shop that he had that went bankrupt. He then moved to Lone Tree and bought a horse breeding business that went south. And from there, he went to Shady Hill and opened up a winery. And since opening up his winery, that is taking a financial hit as well, but him being in Shady Hill took to more political matters.
And that's basically what I heard. I didn't know that the other businesses were not in Shady Hill.
Right. Now we know he's taken out substantial loans to fund these enterprises and has been in default for over 2 years now.
Who would loan him that kind of money?
And say it's not from here, not from anywhere in our region that we know of, that we've been able to trace. We also know that he is not paid or only partially paid as laborers in construction or maintenance of these businesses. But we believe, we don't have proof, but we suspect that there's political backing
From outside the region?
from outside the region. And then he may be relying on untraceable monies to further his political goals. We essentially believe that he's bought and paid. By who? We don't know yet. Everything outside of our region, we haven't been able to gain any intel on. But that's what we know of him here. What happened to him, where he came from before that, we don't know.
Is there, from your knowledge, what's the Ember Reach's standing with the Kaizen Empire? Good, bad, or indifferent?
The Kaizen Empire. Well, tell me, what do you know about the Kaizen Empire?
I know they control the area to the south. They're a military-based government coup happened about 100 years ago that took out the king and his family at the time. They don't control the Ember Reach, but we pay, supposedly, the Ember Reach pays a tithing of some kind to them,
It's true.
and we can basically do whatever the hell we want.
Essentially, that is the way it goes. The way we see it, they believe that they can just siphon what they can with threats of if we don't, right? Again, the infrastructure is all here. They don't need to do anything but twist the arm.
Has there been any pushback against them?
For the most part, they take, it's roughly about 35% of the total revenue that the region makes. As you know, some areas are worse than others, but there are prosperous areas, of
Right.
course. But as far as pushback, I think if things were escalated to a point, there probably would be pushback. But as of now, nobody's looking.
They wouldn't have a reason to back Zane, would they?
That we don't know. Maybe it's a possibility.
But what could they gain though?
Instability. But causing enough chaos in a region to disrupt it enough, you can justify coming in. It's a theory, though.
Yeah,
I mean, it's been this way for quite some time, and as of now, no aggression's been made, but it seems awfully suspicious, with Zane in particular.
Are there any other players that would basically, does the Kaizen Empire have any enemies that would seek to do that to distract them in a way?
That's a good question. Again, a lot of information from the Kaizen Empire is hard to.
Hard to come by. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't think I got any more questions. Thank you for the information. It pretty much confirmed what I think of Zane Marshall. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to deal with him for a while. Maybe, who knows?
He takes your note in his pocket. He says, I will personally see to it that one of my best men takes care of this for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
In return, pulls out something else from his pocket. Says, I have this for you, and he slides it over to you. I will
Take
go over to you while we take the break.
Okay.
In private.
Nice. I'll deal with that later.
And then he also snaps his fingers. Same waitress comes over, sets down a bag of gold in front of you. Says, this is for you from somebody you know.
Could we be a little more specific? I know a lot of people. I have friends everywhere.
You'll understand.
Okay. We talking a big bag, a small bag?
Got to count it first.
I'm not gonna count it here.
Exactly.
It'll fit in a pocket or I'll tie it on my belt or whatever.
It's a bag. It's a bag. You pick it up and it's a hefty bag of coin.
Shink, shink. All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your time.
As you know, you are always welcome here. I was also going to ask, do you guys have a name for your group? What do we call you? They're not there. I'm looking at you.
I'm looking at the player, from player to player.
You got me. You got me.
No, and honestly, I kind of prefer that. That's a level of notoriety I just don't want right now.
Fair enough.
Maybe when we do something monumental, I'll want the notoriety, but right now, no. I prefer to be
A
anonymous.
true rogue.
Yes. A very, very,
Fair enough.
very.
I just wanted to know in case I ever needed to send a message or, try to get in contact with all of you who to send it to
But since I'm not telling you where we're going, that could be difficult anyways. So
true. I mean, there are spells that could reach you
yeah,
wherever you're at, but
wish I knew a few, but I don't yet.
you and me both. Magic is one thing that seems to
dabble.
elude me.
I dabble.
Well, at least you got that much going for you. Is there anything else?
No, I thank you for your time
Fair enough.
and appreciate
Have a
all the
good
help that
evening.
you're providing. And I will, maybe the next time I'm in town, I can sit down and I can tell you the story in detail
I look forward to it.
if I survive. So,
Well, you have yourself a good evening.
thank you, you too, sir. I will
Like
get up and
shows you the way
and
out.
shows me the way out. Oh, is there a better passphrase for me to get in here other than fixing the toilet?
I'm afraid not.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah.
Just checking.
It's our go-to.
Now head back
And
to.
don't tell anybody. As you should well
Tell
be
who what?
aware. Yep, exactly. Thank you. Have a good evening.
And I head back to the Sapphire. Is that where we're at?
Yep. Head up,
Sapphire.
back out on the streets. A dark evening.
And back to the Sapphire.
Yeah, back to the set. Everybody else is tucked away for the evening. Head to your room. The night goes by. Anything else anybody wanted to do before we move on?
Shink shink. Count the bag.
There's 80 gold in there.
Just that? 80 gold?
Just 80 gold. In silver, gold. But
The total's 8.
total's 80 gold.
How would this? No note, no nothing?
We'll go over the note later.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Never mind. Gotcha. That note. Okay. I didn't think the two were related. I thought they were separate. I get you. All right. get some sleep.
All right, everybody take a long rest. If you have any more exhaustion, it's gone. Thank you all.
We got rid of the
last exhaustion was last session. Yeah.
Yeah, I got rid of the exhaustion before we left.
All right. Day comes. The day is yours. What would the group like to do?
My first thought
First thought.
when I wake up is I have to remind Joshua when we're out on this, and then I'm gonna seek out Joshua after this. I have to remind him that when we're out and about and we're camping in the woods or wherever we are, that we need him to set his alligator trap out at night as a precaution. I'm thinking of that in my head, and then I'm gonna go seek Josh out and remind him.
And what is Joshua doing at this point?
So, Joshua woke up a little late. It's still winter, right?
Still winter.
Still winter.
Winter is here.
Winter is here.
Winter is here.
Okay. The night before. So, can't remember. So it was the night after that night that Joshua got messed up. Okay. So coming back, he had set out a bucket of water outside.
Mm-hmm.
So he's waking up. Yeah, I gotta do that. Yeah, okay. Dum, dum, dum. What? Ow! What? It's you knocking. Ow! What? I open the door. What?
Hey, how you feeling? Are you sore?
Yes.
But do you know why you might be sore?
No.
Do you remember?
Did I fight anybody?
You didn't fight anyone, but do you remember all that running you were doing? And then I put long strider on you, and you were booking it like crazy, running around like a crazy goon.
Damn, I wish I could have seen that.
It was It was fun, man. You were being.
How far did I get?
You were endurance training like you wouldn't believe.
How far did I get?
And as far as distance, it was just a small square footage area.
Okay, how many laps did I do?
I would bet 1,000.
Oh my!
I don't even know.
My head, my legs.
But you should be sore, and you're probably this bucket. What's up with this bucket?
Oh yeah, I was still sick, and it's vomit.
Oh,
we gotta get rid of this. Come on, let's go.
Well,
and I'm walking.
I have no idea. I just wanted. This is weird. I know. I'm a weird person. When I have something on my mind, sometimes I just want to get it out.
I noticed.
And this thing I have in my mind is a very basic thing.
Okay.
But your alligator trap.
Yes.
When we are out and about.
Yes.
At night.
Yes.
Can you put it out when we're like doing watch or like when we're
one night I don't put it out.
Yeah. So I think
one night.
Yeah.
It was the one night. It was trap. One night, no trap. Ass whipping.
Yeah. Don't do that again.
Yeah.
No, of course not. That's why I was upset when you guys were talking about you can sell the trap. I'm like, listen here, you mother.
So,
I quashed that one.
Thank you. I appreciate you. You're absolutely.
I don't know what's wrong with my mind, but 2 nights in a row now, my just weird shit happening in my mind.
Really.
So, yeah. Not yet, not now.
All right.
But I'll tell you eventually.
All right.
But the other night, it threw me for a loop. I almost got completely shit ass plastered with Mr.
Don't try to outdrink him.
That wasn't the plan.
Okay, good. Because
the plan was the black.
I'm twice his size, and I tried, and I failed.
The plan was to black out for a while though.
Oh,
but I didn't. I'm kind of glad I didn't actually. But
I'm proud of you.
I almost did.
You probably saved me from falling on myself. Thank you.
I wasn't really with you too much. You were mostly with Trevor.
Oh,
I wasn't quite with you as much.
You left me with Trevor.
Yeah, you and him.
Drinking?
You were taking care of him in your drunken state.
Oh yeah, no, I'm kind of used to that. He heals my wounds. I stop him from jumping off walls and lighting things on fire.
Gotcha. So anyway, hey, it's good to see you though. I hope you need me to help wake you up or like get you going. I can give you a couple slaps or something.
And by the way, I'm walking. If he's walking,
walking and talking.
We're walking and talking. I'm
down the stairs. You got this bucket.
We're outside. So
go outside.
Go outside. As far away from the building as possible. Pick up my other bucket Now, is it like frozen solid or is it
If
like
you leave it outside,
overnight?
yeah, it's frozen.
Like, is it frozen solid though? Fine. And I just put it upside down onto my head.
No.
Just feel the cold ice
This
on
is
your head.
this is endurance
Steam.
training, but also yes,
Yeah.
it is a mix of endurance training and also God, my hangover. My head hurts so much. I'm never going out with Trevor again. That's a lie. I will be out with Trevor in a matter of weeks. Let's go inside. Wait for everybody.
Water streaming down his
Mm.
face.
Yes, just
This block of ice on his head in a bucket. It's just slowly melting.
How often do you do this bucket thing? A lot?
normally it's not frozen solid, but sometimes it does, and sometimes I just sit it right here. Oh, this feels so good. Oh, that kind of hurts, but that's the point.
Do you need someone to share in your agony?
Really good. It actually doesn't
I kinda-
pass the pain. Then I hand him the frozen bucket with my head imprint on it.
It's kind of small.
I'm wondering, what does this do for you?
Well,
What could it do for me?
it cools down your core body temperature, and it also just feels good, feels numb. If you're talking about like forgetting things for a minute and not like wanting to feel it, this is the way to go.
All right.
Like, you ever?
Is there anything left in this bucket?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I filled it up like
All right.
almost to the brim.
I'm going to share in your agony here. Here we go. Oh, shit. Whoa.
I imagine it's the
Oof.
equivalent of taking a
Oof.
really cold shower, or it's worse. I don't know. I've never put a bucket of ice on my head.
Oh. Whew.
It's literally an ice block. So you raise it up, you just stick it on, and it's just this
The,
this giant ice block that just kind of melts over the top of your.
oh. You know what, though?
Oh,
That felt good.
right. It's like numb.
Weird.
It's like
Weirdly
numb,
good.
but good. Yeah.
I need to train with you more.
Trust me, it's intense.
I don't want to quite run 1,000 laps, but
No, I would not.
but
No, it was drunk. That's the only reason.
if you wouldn't mind, when you do some of your endurance training, maybe I'd join in with you. I could sharpen up my my physique and my skills a little bit.
Worth it. I actually taught it. I actually learned it from you.
Interesting.
Yeah, I saw the way you were just able to pick yourself up after a fight.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's some shit I need to do.
All right. If we train together, we'll be that much stronger together.
We will.
Let's do it.
Absolutely. Fist bump.
Boom.
Hey, I need to get something before we leave town.
Whatever you got.
We're going to the weapons shop.
Okay. I'll join you. Why not?
And that's
All
what we're
right.
doing for the day.
So you guys head out to the weapon shop. Shavo, what's going on with you as you wake up this morning?
I go downstairs and get breakfast.
Sure. Yep. Not a problem. You go down, you find a table. TJ down there? Where's TJ? TJ is
Right.
already there eating his.
Come down about the same time, I'm guessing.
You guys meet, sit down at a table. Waitress comes over. Takes your order. Comes back a little bit later, drops off your food.
You?
Dragonfire stew.
So, you guys are sitting at a table together. And
Where are the other two?
I have no idea. I didn't see them when I woke up. God knows that Joshua was probably doing some sort of endurance training.
Yeah, that's
Knowing
true.
him. As for
We'll
Zagine, I
get
don't
going
know.
as soon as possible today.
Yeah, I agree.
Hopefully they won't be long.
I hope not.
fair enough. You guys continue to eat your meal and have small conversation and go over to the weapon shop. Travelers. Going to the weapon shop.
Mm-hmm.
Pull up my list here of all right, so there's the by hammered in hand. Of course, the Stormford.
Quick DM question.
Uh-huh.
Does a weapon shop sell a shield or would that be the armor shop?
I have an idea.
What's that?
Oh, do you? Oh, continue.
Just I'm
That
not
would
saying
be
I'm
an
gonna.
armor, not
Okay.
so much.
I'm not saying I'm gonna buy a shield. I was just for future reference. I might do that at some point.
All right. The clanging of metal echoing through the streets guides you to the shop. Which one were you going to? The hammer in hand?
Hammer in hand.
Hammer in hand.
Badass.
The cozy workshop. Pleasant sound meets your ears as you hear the calm rumbling of grinding wheels. Bronze candlelit chandelier reveals just racks, swords, morning stars.
Love it.
Shop owner. Ah, customers,
Hello.
customers,
Hello.
come on in.
Yes. Well met.
What are you looking for?
All right. Well, first off, how and like the sword that I got off the bugbear, how's decent, beat up. It was a while ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was like one of your first fights, was it
Yep.
not?
No, wait.
Yeah, it
No,
was.
oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah, it was.
So it's pretty beat up.
It's pretty beat up.
All right. So first of all, I'm more looking to get rid of it more than anything else. But I got this sword here. I know and that's the reason.
I don't know.
No,
You want to sell this?
I mean, honestly, workman to workman. Now listen, workman to workman, you can use it for scrap for all I care.
Give you 5 silver for
That's fine with me.
it.
But I've also was looking at something else. Do you have pikes?
Pikes.
Yes.
Follow me.
All right.
You go down. Turn a corner. There's this long rack of pikes, spears.
Halberd.
Yep. Just they're all just standing there.
Nice.
Yep. Browse my selection. You want to test one out? I got a room in the back.
Oh.
Couple of dummies you could spar with.
Nice. Yep. So I looked through, find one I like. If there's one, so I was looking up. There's like typically like a knife point, but I'm looking for one with more of like a cone, like a straight up just like a spear but long.
Then don't you just want a spear?
No, I want a pike. I looked it up.
Want a pike?
Yes.
All right, let's look in the old weapons. Oh, weapons, clothes, bed. Um,
215.
I went past it. There they are. All right, so a pike.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're looking for,
Yes.
with a rounded cone, though.
If not, that's okay.
Yeah.
If there's like
They're more blade.
more blade,
Yeah,
that's all right.
They're
Yes.
all just kind of typical. It just depends on the hilt at the top of,
Yeah.
Some are just straight across, some are points, or, your choice.
You were looking for more one with like a rounded blade?
No, it was just that was more like
cone,
aesthetically
right?
speaking.
Yeah.
No, but I grabbed the one I like.
Sure. Yep.
And
Weight feels good. Balanced.
Yes, it is.
Finely balanced.
Thank you.
Yep. You would like to test it out?
Absolutely.
Shows you opens these doors, you walk out, and it's a 20 by 20 room kind of in the back, and it's just got dummies,
Nice.
you know.
And then how long to train with it to get the weapon?
Proficiency.
Yeah.
We'll have to look that up. Don't you have to do that in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Saturday morning, you'd have to wait till the next morning.
That's fine.
Yep. So flick it around, get a couple stands. Yep.
Stab a sandbag clean through.
Yep. Yep, you got it. The merchant. So how does it feel?
Feels great.
Fantastic.
Taking it.
You'll take it?
Yes, and I
Fantastic.
All
Let's
right.
go ring you up.
awesome.
Takes you back up to the front. Writes out a little receipt. 5 gold, please.
Alrighty then. 5 gold.
Mark 5 gold off your monies.
Monies.
Money.
Money.
Makes the world go round.
Yep. And you walk out with a brand new helmet.
Oh, type.
Oh, you
No,
bought the
how-
wrong one. Shit.
Yes. No, halberds were 20.
It's like, yep.
And like, hey, and then over to Zagine, hey, this is pretty heavy. I won't be able to use my shield, so if you want it.
I mean, at the moment, I only have great weapons for the most part. I don't
Alright.
know how useful a shield is, but
Probably not.
I'm considering at some point. I'm not sure if I want to do it quite yet. I was thinking about maybe going into like sword and shield or
Nice.
something, maybe a rapier and a shield, something like that. But I'm not ready for it yet. But
That's
I
fair.
feel like at some point I might want to just shape up and do something different.
All right.
Not yet though. I must say that looked pretty badass what you were doing there. I'm excited to see that thing pierce some hearts and take some heads off.
It's just something I've been thinking about lately. So,
Make sure you get good use out of that.
absolutely.
All right. Pike in hand.
We go back.
Head
to-
back to the Sapphire.
Yep.
You guys walk in. You see your fellow companions at a table eating their breakfast, enjoying conversations.
Go up to him.
You see
All right.
these two walk in, and Joshua has a new toy with him.
All right. Are we ready?
Yeah, where's Trevor at, by the way?
Oh,
Anyone
I'm
know
here.
where-
Hold on. As he comes down the stairs.
You sobered up?
I was
Ah.
just thinking about you, man. I was like, been having a morning here, and you were just on my mind. Good to see you.
Good to see all of you.
Well, if we're ready,
We are.
we should hit the road.
Let's go.
You guys gather your belongings, head to the stables, pack up your cart, and get your horses together. And you head out on the road. As
On the road.
you leave Moundville in the rear view mirror. All right, where are you traveling to?
Lone Tree.
Lone Tree.
I don't. Well, if
Head
I've
west to the
Yep.
to the Y and head south.
Yep. So it's about
I know. I would Lone Tree be
20 miles from Moundville to Lone Tree.
okay. So day.
Yeah, a day's
can-
traveling.
So yeah, we can call that the camp for the night if we get to Lone Tree.
before we, I don't know if, well, never mind. I was gonna do Druidcraft to check the weather, but I forgot it only is just that. It's like just that area you're in, but still, maybe not. Maybe it's still worth doing though, just to check, because maybe if it's only 20 miles, the weather wouldn't probably be that drastically different. You never know. But so I pull out Druidcraft and wanna check out what the weather is gonna be for the next 24 hours.
For the next 24 hours.
Here, I can tell you what page it is.
Yep.
266.
266. 266. Alright.
I'm doing the weather sensor part. Tiny harmless sensory effect. So
You create a tiny harmless sensory effect.
I throw like a little.
Explain to me how this sensory
Yeah.
effect looks
I'm,
as you cast this cantrip of a druid spell.
I'm just have my hand out. I blow a little air, almost like a kiss, into the air.
These little sparks fly out. Let's see. As these sparks blow out from your hand, you get this vision of just clouded sky, and the hair on the back of your neck perks up as cold breeze just brushes the back of your neck.
Seems like to me, everyone, potential. I can't guarantee this, but it seems as if it's gonna be a little bit rainy as we go through this travel in here. So I don't know if you guys want to prepare for that or not. It's gonna be a little cold.
It's winter time, so
Winter is here, yeah.
prepare for cold weather.
Yeah.
Cold weather.
But at least it's not gonna snow. Should be clear on the snow part.
That's good.
Hopefully.
Who's driving, may I ask?
I am. Who else is driving? I know, right?
I'm not. I don't have the skill for it.
Trevor climbs up on the cart. Get on, let's go. Let Sune lead the way.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
Always.
Not
Does that really surprise you, Joshua?
at all.
There you go.
The day goes on. It's just cloud-filled skies and cold, blowing wind. As we all know, winter is
All my heavy
set
cloak
in
around me. Huddle
the
up in
Ember
the back
Ridge.
somewhere.
Along the road, travelers pass by, just asking how the road is ahead. Brief conversations.
Typical traveler.
Typical traveler, just trying to
Anything
gain
watch?
knowledge
Yeah.
of the road ahead or what to
Anything to
expect
watch
in
out
Moundville.
for.
Yep. And they tell you clear signs ahead, no road problems that they've encountered. It's hard to track the day as it's cloudy, so you can't see the sun moving through. It's just cold and gray. And the day goes by. Towards the end of your trip, you see Lone Tree in sight.
Oh,
And it's this expanse of farms. Come down the hill, look over the region, and it's rolling hills, fenced pastures for miles, horses running. You know that Lone Tree is known for their stud farms,
Stud farm and horse
Yep.
trade.
stud managers, but it's a site because for you, mostly you've traveled either from Moundville to Shady Hill or back to Blackstone. So coming down kind of into this valley, snow still covering a lot of the region, but it's this spectacular view of just these plains in front of you. And you see the town ahead. And as you roll in, you are greeted by an individual.
Yeah, I heard that.
A young man who grabs your horse's reins as you pull in says, "Welcome to Lone Tree. Are you here on business?" He grabs your horse's reins.
Just passing through.
Passing through. Do you plan on spending the evening?
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, come on in. I will take care of your horse and cart. Just gather your belongings. I will take it to the stables. You can pick it up there.
Thank you.
Just like at the city gate or something,
Yep,
or the edge
pretty
of town?
much to the edge of town. As you're pulling in, there's like this fence that kind of, as the road comes in, there's a fence that goes around, and he's just basically standing there. Says, "My name is Jordan. You can come on over to the stables anytime. We will take care of your horses and your cart.
What's the cost?
There's no cost here in Lone Tree as far as when it comes to boarding your animals.
Okay.
Cart, on the other hand, it's going to be a storage fee."
How bad?
He gives a little chuckle. Like, "I'm just kidding with you. Don't worry about it." So you can go on over. The inn is over there. He kind of points out certain, there's a tavern over there.
I take out 1 gold and give it to him as a tip.
Oh, well, I appreciate your generosity.
This, I know you're not charging anything, but feel like you're doing a lot of work for us. I appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate it. He gets a lot.
Make sure it's real, not fake.
Yeah. And he leads your horses off, takes your cart. You guys are left there with your gear.
Head for the inn.
Head for the inn. Oh, it's our new book to make an inn. Why not? It's up here.
You did it for the blacksmith.
Yeah, why not? Alrighty, let's see.
What's the name of your place again? What?
Ancient anvil.
Ancient. Who cares what I call it? Rusty.
Testing out my new book.
Aren't you guys
That's his
tired?
sister company.
That traveling made me tired. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I get up and I'm stretching. Oh, everything's just stiff.
Cold seeps in.
Oof.
Before we go to the inn, I want to go to the stables and make sure that kid is taking our stuff where he says he is.
Did you say
All
kid?
right.
Young man, kid, whatever.
I didn't think it's, yeah, I'd say it seemed more like,
He was younger than I am.
seemed like he was like maybe 18 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess you could call that a kid, but
All right. So you're going to go back to the stables and
Where are you guys going again?
The inn.
All right. Yeah, I'll meet you there in a little bit.
Okay.
I suppose I should have given him an insight check to see if he was lying to us.
all right. So the inn's name, as you pull up, there's a sign out on the front of the building. It says the Jolly Jug.
For the inn?
Yep. And with a firm pull, the stained glass door opens up to a quaint inn. A sense of familiarity washes over you as you hear warm greetings and the soft hum of a friendly conversation. "Ah, who do we have here? Come in. Warm yourselves by the fire. We have hot stew and fresh bread waiting for you, and our rooms have the softest beds ever. Please make yourselves at home and let us take care of you."
wow.
It's this small gnome woman. "My name is Ethel, and I am the innkeeper."
we will need rooms for the night.
Rooms for the night. Absolutely. How many rooms would you like for this evening?
Should we go with the standard 3?
I think that works. Or do we all? Does anyone feel like they
I'm not
need their
there.
own room? 3 is
How
fine.
much are they a night, actually, first?
Well, what type of room would you like? We have a common room. We have private rooms. There's a shared dormitory. And look, we have one luxury suite.
What would how many private rooms do you have available? I guess would be better.
I have 2 private rooms available currently, and our luxury suite is available.
I guess the common room would be fine.
Common room, that would be 2 silver per person.
And or gold.
Oh, sure, thank you.
5 of us.
Yep, and she leads you to a room she opens up the double doors, and it's just a long 15-foot by 20-foot room. It's just got a bunk there.
Yeah, common room will do for the night.
Yep.
Totally fine.
Yeah.
All right, you guys go in, set your belongings. A large ancient book rests on the pedestal of the inn's common room. Pages are enchanted to magically copy entries to journals across the world. Adventurers are encouraged to share their stories, turning it into a guestbook linked with others throughout the realm. So anybody who would like to jot down their story is welcome to do so. Would anybody like to jot down an entry?
No.
I mean, I might before we leave this place, but I'm not ready yet. Maybe tomorrow morning.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming we have like foot lockers or something to secure our belongings.
There's like a little chest next to each bed.
And then a thought suddenly occurs to me. I do want to write an entry. I do want to write one. So I'm going to write in the entry because maybe somebody else knows. Maybe actually I'm reading through.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see other people's entries?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm reading through. My first thought is perhaps there's somebody here who has encountered. It's probably an off chance. Maybe somebody's encountered this orb that I've encountered. So I'm looking through to see if anybody has encountered some. It doesn't have to be an orb, but some kind of supernatural thing similar to that. So I'm
Sure.
just looking through.
Give me an investigation check.
Take that. Yep.
4?
4 roll, but yeah, it's not going to make it anyway. It's just 4.
Yeah. You skim
Yeah.
through it and you're not
Yeah.
finding anything about an orb or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Well, I'm going to write about my experience
Sure.
of the orb. So I'm jotting down the whole experience of just what happened, how I felt, and then at the very end of it, I write, if anyone else has experienced this, please feel free to add on to what might have happened to you. And then perhaps someday if I come back, maybe I'll see somebody else add on to it. I don't know. But I just want to put it in there. I'm putting my experience of the orb in there. And that's the only thing I want to put in there for now.
Give me a performance or history roll.
All
Your
right.
choice.
All right. Let me see if either one of them. gonna go with performance. That's not gonna make it. 2. Natural 1, and then +1, 2.
And you write down your entry into the book.
Yeah. Darn.
You read through it. That's about right.
Yeah. Well, and I'm in my head. I'm thinking. I hope if we ever come. By the DM question.
Sure.
This type of book, is it? Can it only be read here? Like, if we go to another inn that has a book like this, would it be able to like transfer planes or anything? Okay. So it's this book is tied
This book is
specific
tied
to this.
room.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. But so in my head, I'm like, I hope somebody reads this and maybe give me some insights. That's one of note. One of the things I write, if anyone has insight into this, please let me know. So I write that in as part of my thing.
You got it.
The name of this inn was Jolly Jug.
The Jolly Jug.
Got it. And then that's it. I'm
You got it.
calling it good there.
No, fantastic. What is everybody else? You went to the
Stables.
stables to check on your horses?
Yep.
And the person that you had met is there tending to your horses, grooming them, brushing them down.
All right.
You see your cart just parked alongside, stowed away.
All right.
Give me an insight check.
No. It's a 4.
Everything this individual
Everything what?
this individual has told you seems to be on the level. So the stables here, just due to the nature of the reason,
Mm-hmm.
the region, the reason
Mm-hmm.
is, they very much take care of their horses. Those passing through, they don't believe should cost anything. They will take care of your horses for
Okay.
you.
All right.
So he's brushing them down, making sure they're food and water.
I go up to him.
Ah, good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you, Jordan. Making sure, you got over here all right.
Yep.
And like, hey, thanks for the hard work. And slip on, hand him a silver.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. A little bite as you do. Thank you.
Yep.
I appreciate it.
You have a good night.
You too.
And I go back to the Jolly Jug.
The Jolly Jug.
The Jolly Jug.
Yep. You enter in. Ethel is standing there. Oh, another adventurer, are we?
No, yeah, came in with a couple people.
No,
Elves.
They are points through these double doors into this common room area.
All right.
You can see through because there's glass
All right.
on the door, and you see
TJ and them.
your friends.
All right. Go in there.
Yep.
This is
You
nice.
enter. Joshua enters.
Hey,
Hey, no, what's that? Points to the book.
oh, that's just like if you want to write your story or something, you're welcome to.
Oh, all right.
Dagon already,
Guest log.
basically.
Alright.
Dagon already took the opportunity and wrote his. So
I go over there immediately in all capital because I want them to know, but I also want other people to know.
Mm-hmm.
Beware of the faceless.
That's all you write.
No, beware of the faceless.
Yeah.
My allies and I have been hunted down by a ruthless cult, determined to open the gates of hell.
Mhm.
We have been battered, bruised, but we still go on. Be safe. P.S. Fuck you, Marcus.
Are you letting us know what you're writing, or are you just writing it?
I just wrote it.
So we don't know what you wrote.
Say fuck you, Marcus.
No, not Marcus. What's his name?
That's what you said.
What's the other in the? I forgot his damn name. What's that one guy? Not you, Marcus. No.
I was like, what?
No. What's that one guy who owns the other blacksmith? The other blacksmith. I swear his name was also Marcus.
Let me go back. Where's my Blackstone notes? That's hilarious.
Not you, Marcus. You had things to do. I understand.
We miss you.
We miss you.
Where are my Blackstone?
Be safe. Don't get drunk. Not too drunk.
And keep clearing your mighty too.
Yeah, it's Marcus. Marcus Cole at the
Marcus
Copper,
Cole?
at
Oh
the
my
Copper
God.
Arms.
I had that part. Marcus Cole.
That's hilarious.
Fuck you, Marcus Cole. And underneath, not you, not you, Marcus. Feather, what? Amber Feather.
Amber Feather.
God, I haven't even looked myself.
Miss you, Marcus Amber Feather. Fuck you, Marcus Cole.
It's like-
Just to be clear, you did not tell us any of this, right?
Nope.
Okay. Just making sure.
All right. Give me a performance or history check as you write.
We're gonna go with history. Oh. It's a nat 20.
Okay.
For a total of.
No, 22.
You gain advantage on your next survival check. So anytime you make a next survival check, remember you have advantage. It'll last until you make a survival check.
That could be a while.
It could be a while.
for him.
No, just you get a survival
I
check.
am proficient.
There you go. All right. Moving on. You guys have stowed your gear. The evening is closing in.
Dinner.
Dinner.
Diener.
I wanna-
Food and drink menu.
Yeah.
And I want to walk up to Ethel real quick and ask her a question. At the lady at the
Yep.
Say, hey Ethel, you know, it just dawned on me. You could get more people writing in this book if you have it out here instead of in just one room. Because wouldn't it be awesome to you could get way more people writing in this thing versus just this one room. Just something I want to bring to your attention.
Well, I appreciate your concern. I'll take it under advisement.
Yeah. Because I wrote something in there I want as many people to see as possible.
Fair enough.
Well, that's it.
Hasn't told his group his friends yet.
I told one person.
All right. So dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the dining area.
If she has a dining area.
It's it's got a bar, tables and chairs. There's patrons in there and they're enjoying their meals. Waitress comes over, hands you menus. Got a drink.
Fancy.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's on the menu?
There is the elven leaf salad. That is a fresh mix of crisp greens, enchanted berries, and tangy vinaigrette.
Enchanted berries.
Do our
5
elven,
silver.
our elven members.
There is the dwarven meat pie,
Hell yeah.
hearty pie filled with minced pork, onions, and mushrooms, baked in a golden crust. That is 6 silver. And there is the halfling's feast, assorted cheeses, fruits, nuts, freshly baked bread. That is
Per person or
per person.
Okay.
The drink menu, there's the moldy bread,
Ew.
a loaf of bread with visible mold spots. Let's see. I meant to look for the drinks. Forget the moldy bread one. I was looking at something else. I thought it was the. All right, there is the elven nectar,
Ooh.
a delicate drink from enchanted flowers. That is 3 silver. And the Griffin's Brew, a strong malty beer. That is 10 gold.
Oh, I was thinking that sounds pretty good.
Uh-huh.
Tango. Nope, I guess not.
So here's what we're not gonna do.
And then there's also the Dragon's Breath Ale. A strong ale with a hint of dragon's breath. That is 4 silver. The waitress comes back. What can she's got a little notepad out. What would you all like? Goes around the table. Let's start with you, miss.
I will do your nectar and the elven salad,
All right,
please.
the elven neck and the elven salad. Oh, great choices. Those are fantastic. All right, that'll be a total of 5 plus 3, 8 complete.
Give her a gold.
Oh,
Keep the change.
thank you.
You're welcome.
And you, sir?
You know, golly, I'm just distracted. I missed all those foods, but the cheese sounds good. Cheese and bread sounds
Cheese?
great. And that
Fantastic.
Dragon's Breath Ale, I did hear that. It's cheese, bread, and dragon.
Fantastic. The Halfling's Feast with the Dragon's Breath Ale. 8 silver.
You got it.
All right, and you, sir?
I will get the dwarven meat pie
Dwarven meat
and also
pie.
another dragon's egg.
Let me
Dragon's breath.
say, that is my favorite.
Man, I've met some dwarves that can cook. No, I'm looking forward to it.
Dwarven meat pie and what else?
Dragon's breath ale.
All right. Total of 1 gold.
All right, give her a goal.
Make that 2.
Make that 2. All right, Trevor.
Dwarven meat pie and the dragon's breath ale. And her gold.
Takes that down, and Trevor says, I will also have the meat pie, but I am also going to get the Griffin's Brew strong mead gold. Yeah.
Hold him down.
He hands over his
How much money does he have?
10 gold and 6 silver.
You gave him 32 gold. So.
Well, you can have 3 of those.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Joshua, that bucket you had,
Yeah.
let's keep that at the ready at all times when we come to places like this.
Miss, do you have a bucket? We're gonna need it
No.
for tonight.
Oh, I'm afraid not.
We can always hang him out the window. Just a little bit.
Hanging out by his toes.
Oh, there you go.
She leaves. Heads to the kitchen. You guys want to discuss anything before we move on, or?
Oh, when we get to, we're going to the Kaizen. Oh, where are we going?
I figured the best spot to start would be into the Dwarven Fortress.
Mm.
We should be able to get information there about the Shadows Pass and how to get to the Severed Summit. I believe that's where so we can talk to the Oracle and find out what the hell to do with this thing.
Mm.
How far out are we to the next stop?
Don't know. Didn't have a map. How far was it from Lone Tree to the Veiled Gate? And then from the Veiled Gate to
If you guys had your maps up, Mr. Cartographer guy.
But I could only cartograph for a short area.
From Lone Tree to the Veiled Gate, about 30 miles.
then after that, from the gate to the Dwarven Fortress, what do we look at?
Good question. You don't know.
There was nothing in the information I got about how far away it was.
Wait, so one more time. What was the thing we get to first? Before the
It
Dwarven Fortress?
basically gave you directions on how to get there. Wasn't how far.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a while ago. You got it.
Let's see. Where's the map?
So right now we're heading to Shadows Pass, right? You said
Well, the next thing will be the Veiled Gate.
Build Gate. And then from there we'll figure out how to get to
Yeah, we'll need directions from the
I might have written this down wrong, but the way I wrote it down was go through Shadow's Pass, stop and talk to Grandor Lathgem through the Veiled Gate. So I got Shadow's Pass before Veiled Gate on my end, but I might have wrote that down wrong.
You wrote that down wrong. Map. Facebook.
So for now, we're just focused on getting to the Veiled Gate, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we know about this? I've never been this far north.
Neither have I.
South. I've never been this far south.
I haven't either.
It's new for all of us. We have no idea what. I
At least-
wonder if any folks here could tell us like what to expect.
I mean, they're pretty nearby. I don't see why not.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, the folks here are nice.
Yeah.
No telling what we're up against when we keep traveling.
I know I've already bothered. I hope she wasn't too bothered. Ethel, but maybe we could ask Ethel. Veiled Gate. Maybe she knows. But I do know we want to stop, and I think the person's name, I might have wrote it down wrong. Grandor Lathgem is the person that's kind of the first lead is to seek that person out.
Who? Yeah.
I have Grandor Lathgem,
Lord Grandor Rathgem.
and he's
He's the,
through Shadow's Pass, right?
he's the Dwarven King.
Oh,
Shadow's Pass is how we get to the Severed
okay.
Summit.
Okay, I see what I did. Okay.
We just don't know where the Shadow's Pass is.
Okay. That helps me. Thank you.
Once we get to the Veiled Gate, we'll need directions towards the Dwarven Fortress. Unless somebody in Lone Tree has maps to the south.
Well, I mean, it seems this is very local people, but
Yeah, well,
Not
you never
map-
know.
there probably won't be maps, but I'm pretty sure there's someone who's traveled the ways. We'll have to ask around.
Yeah.
I'll do my best to map things as we go as well.
Waitress comes back. Salad and drink.
Thank you.
Food all around. Meat pies. That's down your dragon ales. Your was the elven nectar for you,
Thank you.
and then the griffin brew. And it's this glass that's like this tall.
Oh, it's
Like
literally
this-
50 bucks worth of drink.
this thing. Brings all the food out first and then comes back. She's just carrying this thing. It sets it down in front of Trevor. Trevor's like,
Are you sure you're gonna be able to?
He just starts
Oh my god.
Ugh.
I'm holding one end just to make sure it doesn't fall on it. I'm like, slow down, slow down, slow down.
oh, that tastes so good. Oh,
Not the one you have to make a
You're gonna have to
Constitution
carry
save.
him
is
to
it?
the room.
I don't think I'm going to be able to carry him.
no. Well, I've got to do one thing here. Well, let me pull up
Please roll on that one. I mean, what?
Trevor,
Just kidding, Remy. We love you.
I just need to know what his constitution is.
I know there was one that required a Constitution save. I don't know if it was this one, but I remember reading one of them.
Trevor should get heroic inspiration for this drink.
Well, you did right.
Really not bad. Nice. All right, I will make note of that. Trevor's drinking it. Oh, it's so good. Oh.
It's gonna be a long night.
Well, at least he won't be having any other drinks.
Problem is he'll have 2 more.
I think that counts as 2 more.
With Trevor, you never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
Anybody, Trevor, are you interested in letting us try a little bit of this?
He just dropped 10 gold on this base.
This is all mine.
I wouldn't be interested anyway.
Me
I'm
neither.
fine with my neck here.
Ale is ale.
Does have that nice, fiery, like smoky flavor. You taste that?
I do.
That's good.
The dwarven meat pie is a savory and robust with a buttery crust.
Just like Iron Blood used to
The
be.
elven leaf salad is crisp, fresh, and subtly sweet, thanks to the bear.
Delicious.
And the halfling's feast is the delightful mix of flavors and texture, cheeses, nuts, freshly baked bread.
I haven't had this good of food in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
These people know what they're doing down here.
Yeah. This tastes exactly like.
And I'm sorry ahead of time. Should have told you this. When I eat cheese, might be a little smelly and gassy later.
It's okay. We'll
Heads up.
hang you out. We'll hang you out the other
Hang
side
up
of
the
the
window next to Jeff.
So,
You know,
just a fair warning.
Lactose intolerant.
Yeah. But I haven't had cheese in so damn long. I just wanted that cheese.
all right, so Trevor's head one way, Zagine's other end the other. And we hang him out the window. There you go. You know, it's not the same, but I remember when my buddy Ironblood would make this for me. Well, he wouldn't really make it for me. I would just show up to his house when I smelled it. I remember he'd be, God damn, Joshua, how did you smell my food from all the way over here? It's like, that's not important. Give me a slice. Oh, it's good. I take another.
Yep, the meal is delicious. The drinks are tasty. A far change from Blackstone, Shady Hill. What would you like to do? You wrap up
Just
your meal.
relax and warm up after the road.
Right.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
agree.
go talk to,
Nice fire.
I'm gonna go talk to Ethel.
Oh, okay. He's standing at the receptionist desk.
All right, walk over to her. Hello, evening.
Ah, pleasure to see you again. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm looking for a little information. You know, we're passing through. We're trying to get to Shadows Pass.
Shadows.
Familiar? Heard anything about it? No.
Is that around here? Never heard of it.
Veiled Gate.
Oh, Vale Gate to the south?
Mm.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What can you tell me? What do you know about it?
Follow the road south. Can't miss it. Leads
Okay.
you right through it.
Do you know anybody who's been there?
Well, being a travelers come and go from there. Just be wary that have your papers in order when entering the Empire, as they will be inspecting and
All right.
your check. You know, it's a basic checkpoint moving in and out through the Empire. So
Makes sense.
have
Oh.
your affairs in order.
All right. And I slide her a silver.
Please.
Slide her a silver.
Oh, well,
Thank you for your time.
Appreciated. Yes, thank you. Is there anything else?
No.
No.
Have a good night.
Okay.
Assuming we have our papers. This is the first we've ever heard of this.
You guys have your
Sigils.
Yeah.
on the academy.
Okay.
I was gonna
Just
say
checking unless I need to start pulling
the
out.
academy is well renowned, right? So that's where the top adventurers come from.
DM question: is there a place I can go buy a pipe or a cigar around
Pipe or cigar?
around here? Because that I don't know about you guys, but
if there's a tobacco shop nearby,
tobacco shop, but a cigar or a pipe sounds mighty wonderful after this cheese and bread meal.
well, it's later in the evening, so the general store is pretty much closed at this
Okay.
point. So finding a cigar or a pipe at this hour is probably not possible.
TJ, how many pipes you got? How much tobacco
One.
you got?
Enough for me.
I'm gonna have
Should
to.
have thought of that when we were in Moundsville.
I'm gonna have to remind myself. I want
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
after a meal like this, it just sounds like the most absolute perfect thing just right now to go smoke a pipe or something.
How many taverns are in this town?
It's just a couple.
I mean, one of them may have cigars. I don't know.
That's worth a shot. I'm kind of hankering for one. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk. I'll be back. I'm just gonna
Okay.
walk out
All right.
quick and see if I can find one.
Zagine excuses himself from the table and goes to search for tobacco products.
And if there's any passerbyers on the way, I'm gonna ask if they have one.
Got a smoke?
That I can buy off of them.
Jesus God, I'm out on Hennepin and Lake again.
And you got a square.
With that,
Yeah.
What's that?
You
we
gotta
will
swear.
take our break. We will be back in about
Done there, done that.
10, 15, 20 minutes, probably 20 minutes. So please stay tuned. We will see where our adventurers go next. TM2 Studios and D20 Legends. My name is Mike. I am DM for this evening. If you would, please go over to our Twitch page.
Twitch.tv/TM2 Studios.
Fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And if you would give us a follow. Once we reach 50 followers, we will pick a name and we will send this book to you. This is a brand new copy of the D&D 2024 Player's Handbook. Again, once we reach 50 followers on our Twitch page, Twitch stream, we will pick a name and you will win this book. Good luck. And with that, we will jump back into tonight's episode, where some of our party is still eating dinner and one of our friends had left to go find some tobacco products. Good luck. So we will pick up with Zagine, who left to go in search of some smokes.
Yep.
As you leave the Jolly Jug and step outside.
If I notice any, I'm just walking to the next closest tavern or whatever it is, wherever it is. Or
sure, that's not too close. So you got to go. So as you walk out, streets in front of you, turn to the right, and it kind of bends, and there's bushes, and home over here, and there's some stables, and around the corner you find the Shadow's Rest.
Right. And then, if there's any did I pass by anyone?
There's a few people on the street as you're walking through.
If it's that close, I'll just go inside. I was considering asking somebody, but
Absolutely.
I'll just see if I'm gonna go inside and up to the counter and just ask them, hey, you got any tobacco products?
There's a man standing there at the register's desk. Tobacco products? Well, what are you looking for?
Well,
Precisely.
could be either a cigar or a pipe. Just something that I could sit and smoke for about an hour or two and just enjoy.
Says, well, reaches down under and he just pulls out this humidor. It's like this. It's got like 4 cigars on top, then basically like top tier, middle. There's like 5 shelves on it. Each has about 5 cigars on it. It says these ones up on top, these are gold a piece. Below this, these are 8 silver, and on down 6 silver. These are 4 silver, and these ones at the bottom are 2 silver.
I'm feeling extra fancy today. I'm going to buy 2 of the gold ones.
2 of the gold ones. Ooh, fancy. He opens up the humidor and lets you choose the 2 that you would like.
I'm buying a medium one and a more mild
Busto and a Toro.
Yes. Yeah.
You getting fancy on us.
And as you pick them up, you would suspect them being in the humidor that they would be hydrated. They seem just a tad bit dry. He closes the door and puts it back down underneath the counter.
I'll still I don't mean to be mean here, but these are 1 gold. These are expensive, and they don't seem like they've been. They seem a little dry. I'm wondering if I could just get a discount, or
No discounts.
no discounts.
You've already paid for them.
Yeah. Well,
no refunds.
Well, damn. Well, I'll still enjoy it. But before I leave, do you have matches or something. Well, actually, I don't need none of that. I can light my own fire. Never mind. I'm good.
Fair enough.
I was gonna see, but so then I'll walk out and.
Give me a perception check as you walk out.
All right. Gonna be 5.
A 5?
A 5. Rolled a 3. Plus 2, 5.
Fantastic. You exit the tavern, the Shadows Rest. Come back anytime.
No, see about that. As I mutter that to myself as I
Have a
leave.
good evening, sir.
You have a. I'm not gonna say.
Uh-huh.
Ah. And as I'm walking
Walk back out onto
I'm-
the dark streets.
I'm let me read this Druidcraft to make sure I can cast it again. I'm pretty sure I can. But basically just gonna
It's a cantrip. The
Yeah.
Druidcraft.
Yeah. I'm just gonna walk right here in the street, just
Yep.
real quick, just light a fire.
Light of
So I'm just gonna take my hands.
Oh my.
I take my hands, I put them out like this, and I just go, and up comes a little fire.
You got it.
And then I just take the cigar and I put it in the fire and start taking a smoke at it, and I just go, oh, oh my gosh. I wanted to relax. I'm thinking in my head, oh, I just wanted to have a nice cigar to relax, and this piece of shit thing, what the hell is this? And it's like all tearing apart and like
starting to
it's like flake and tearing apart and shit. I'm like, oh, what a rip! I got ripped off. Damn it. Well, but I paid for it, so I'm just gonna do my best to enjoy it. And I take another puff, and it's like just like musty and nasty, and then people must not smoke cigars here very much. Or something. Why would he even sell me this? He should have given this to me. What's wrong with that guy? And then I'm gonna just hold it for a minute, and I'm deciding if I want to continue on. Oh,
As you're standing there smoking your cigar with your flame burning in the street, a couple more individuals exit the Shadows Rest. Just walk out on the street. They stand outside. One of them lights up a pipe.
where'd you get that pipe?
Talk about it. I've always had this pipe.
I just bought these 2 cigars from the just inside there. Have you ever bought a cigar from this joint?
No,
This place? No. Probably a
I
reason.
didn't even know they sold cigars.
Oh. Well, he pulled out a box, and he had these different cigars in there. I bought 2 of what I thought were the finest ones, and they are not doing too good.
Yeah, that's a nice story.
But you're welcome to sit here and chat with me if you want. What's on your mind?
I'll pass.
I don't blame you.
Have to move along now.
Oh, why?
He steps in. He's like, "Yeah, move along."
Why do I need to move along for? What's wrong? What's wrong with me being right
I
here?
don't like you standing here. I
The
don't
hell?
want to talk to you.
Huh? What the hell is wrong with this place? They were
You-
friendly.
You're what's wrong with this place. Get out of here.
Damn. What race is this guy? Is he?
Too dark. Well, give me a perception
yeah.
check.
I actually landed on top of the dice, so I'm gonna have to re-roll that one. 15.
15. I mean, it's hard to tell. He's got dark hair. It's dark out. You have dark vision. He's also wearing a like hooded cloak. So
Yeah. You got something against wood elves or
move
something?
along.
I'm going to. I don't want to get in a fight or cause any trouble, so I'm disengaging and just gonna remove myself from the situation.
Yeah, get out of here.
And I get up and go back and have
And
it
as you start
disgruntled.
walking away, they wait a little bit and then they start following.
Hmm. Am I aware of this? Of them following me?
Mhm.
Well, I'm going back to the Jolly
Jolly Jug.
Jug to go and talk to everyone about, not necessarily about what's going on. Like, say,
Sure.
just give them a heads up, like, hey, I don't know what this is. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm
All right,
walking
you
back
head
in there.
back to the Jolly Jug and you enter in and make your way over to the dining area. Are you guys still in there at your table, or have you moved on to your what have you guys done while Zagine has taken this 5-10
I
minutes?
pulled out
to
my
go?
pipe and was smoking it.
Oh,
Pipe I
TJ's got his feet kicked up by the fire.
TJ, can I got to tell you something.
Yeah.
I wanted to do exactly what you're doing. Think it'd be easy. I go over to this place called Shadow's Rest, just around the corner, not far away. This guy sells me the most dank, nasty cigar. I light a fire outside in the street, light it up, was going to stand there, smoke it for a bit, enjoy the warmth of the fire. I know it's probably in the middle of the street, not the best place to start a fire, but whatever. And then just a heads up, some dude in a cloak was following me and telling me to move along, get out of here. I don't like you here, and get away. So, and they followed me. I don't know if did they come inside? Did I notice?
You haven't seen them yet.
Yeah. But they may be waiting for me outside. Just a heads up, be on alert. I don't know if they know anything about what's going on with us. I don't know what's going on with these people.
It's hard to say.
But I wanted to be doing what you're doing, and that failed miserably.
Well, next time we're in Monsville, you'll just have to pick up some pipe and some tobacco.
I think that's the way to go. And then I walk over to Joshua and Shava, and
You hear the front door open as these two individuals step in. They make their way to the entryway into the dining area. They stand there and they watch you over. They whisper something to each other.
Am I able to hear them?
Give me a perception check.
Everybody? Or just
For sure.
You're busy. Warming up by the fire.
15.
15,
10.
10,
15.
15.
5.
The 15s, you hear, it's them. Let them know. And as they say this, they turn and they exit the building.
Joshua and TJ.
Yeah.
Well, I just told TJ. I'll tell him first, but I'll tell you that TJ, the people I said were following me, that was them. So they're on to us. I think they know. We got to get out of here. I don't know if we could spend the night here. I'm not sure what you guys think, but and then Joshua, I'm filling you in real quick.
No.
Just out on the street.
Yeah.
He's gonna try and enjoy a cigar. And the one of those dudes that just walked in and out, he said he's basically just being nasty to me, saying, I don't like you, get out of here, move along, get out of here. I have no idea I didn't do anything. He just looked at me and said that shit. And then they just came in here and whispered to each other. Did you catch that?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Me and TJ, well, I heard that. I guess I don't know that. I heard him say, that's them. Let's go tell somebody. So that somebody's chasing us and onto us, and I don't know if we're safe here.
Interesting.
Actually, I would say we're not safe here.
Safer here than on the road in the middle of the
Without a
night.
word, I get up, start walking to the door. Go outside, look around.
I don't see anybody out there.
I go over and talk to our innkeeper.
Okay.
Ask her,
I
how,
was standing there.
how secure is this place at night?
I mean, it's an inn. We're open 24/7.
What if people were to come in and start something?
Possibility.
Okay. So you have no way of protecting your inn?
I mean, there's myself and, some of the hired help, but there's no guard or anything that are here. I mean, are you expecting trouble? There's
I
something we
wasn't
need to know
until
about?
I wasn't until just now. I'm not sure.
Are you going to cause my business trouble?
I have no plans of doing that. I just want a decent meal and a warm bed for the night, and then we are planning on being on our way. That is our plan.
Are your plans changing? Because these are kind
No,
of odd questions. Most people don't ask if we're.
I have no plans of changing my plans. I'm saying that others might, that I have no control over. But I plan on
wanted.
no.
Somebody chasing you. I will take it by the long pause that somebody is after you.
Yeah, but they shouldn't be this far south already.
TJ, I shout from the door. Or
I don't know.
they couldn't have gone far.
I'm not chasing them. If that's what you're getting at.
All right. And I come back in, close the door.
I don't want to start anything here. I just want to get a good night's sleep and then get the hell out.
Right.
I'm not sure we're safe here, guys. Telling you, I don't know.
They wouldn't risk something like this in such a look over to what's her name?
Ethel.
They wouldn't risk something like that in such a lovely and quiet establishment. Shadows are their friends. Making noise is not.
I hope so.
Well,
So we go to the room,
let's
make ourselves safe. All in the night.
alligator trap, my friend.
I look at
Is
it.
discretion not part of your vocabulary?
I thought I was doing well.
Set up an alligator trap in a common room.
Don't go next.
I'm assuming we're not the only ones.
No, you're not.
I didn't think so.
But we're setting it. Oh, so the common room has.
I thought. Oh yeah.
I thought it was just us.
It's like a hostel, like you're sharing a room
Yeah.
with a bunch of other travelers.
Yeah.
That's a co-
I did not know that distinction at all.
I
Listen here,
described
I
it.
thought when you described it, I thought you were describing like joint rooms, but like big
It's
old
just an open
private
room with
Hey, Ethel.
cots laid out with
All right.
chests.
I look at Ethel.
For your gear.
And I ask for private room if it's still available.
No, private room. I have the luxury suite.
Let's take it.
We already paid for rooms.
I'll pay for the luxury suite. How much was it?
Let me go back. Luxury suite.
And how many per the luxury suite?
A large, luxurious room with a soft bed, seating area, and possibly a private bath. So it's basically a hotel room with one bed, but it's a large hotel room.
You guys got your bedrolls? If I'm paying for it, I'm taking the bed.
2 gold.
2 gold? I think to avoid. Let me ask you guys your opinion before we go through with this.
No, I see what you're saying, and
Do we sleep in the common room? Is there less chance that they want to hurt other innocent people, or is there a greater chance if we're in the luxury room but we're by ourselves that there's a greater chance they come after us because we're alone? I don't know the answer.
look, here's my thought. Let's get away. I'm gonna take TJ to the side. All right. He is a moron, but he has a point. If we're by our there's a chance. This is away from me, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm.
There is a chance they will. There is a chance. This is whispered, by the way. There's a chance they'll attack us and not care who they on the way in. I don't know about you, but I, on the other hand, am not willing to take that risk and end up stabbing somebody that doesn't need to be stabbed. If we take the luxury suite, we're by ourselves. We don't know if they're coming or not. At least that way, if they do come, we worry about messing up a room and getting kicked out of a town. We've had that problem.
Well, if
before.
they come, we're gonna kill
On purpose. I'm worried about they come into the common room, everyone starts panicking. I run some person through that's just happened to be running by, or they take somebody hostage. It's absolute chaos. Private room, we can take them on, we can do whatever we want. Worst thing we have to worry about is the destroyed room. Maybe steal some of those little mints. At worst, we sleep on the floor, get a good night's rest, and nothing happens.
Yeah, I guess. That makes the most sense.
And we go back. Luxury suite, please.
Fantastic. 2 gold.
I got it. It's my idea. I'll pay for it.
Mark it off your sheet.
I look at everybody confused. What the hell is going on?
I'll
We've
explain
been
in the room.
made.
Really?
From the sounds of it.
Yep,
Great.
they're on us. But at least this way, it'll be quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not gonna be quiet.
Oh, it'll be as quiet as it can be.
With how loud we are, I doubt it.
It's not gonna be quiet. But
No.
if somebody's gonna be stupid enough to do this now.
You guys gather your belongings from the common room. Make your way up to the 2nd floor. Key in hand, you open the door, and it's a luxury suite. It's a large king-size bed, chair, and a sofa. Little seating area. 2 windows looking out the front of the building. And yes, your own private bath.
Do you think? See these 2 windows here, guys? I
Yep.
wonder if we might want to do a watch, like as.
Well, of course we're gonna do a watch.
On it,
Why wouldn't we?
and I set an alligator trap at the.
The door.
No. Left window.
Left window. You just set the trap up on the left window.
Like under the left window.
Sure.
Home Alone style. You know, like the guy jumps in, he steps on Home Alone style.
Okie dokie.
Alligator trap set.
Yep.
You guys arrange the furniture in order to be able to lay out your bedrolls.
Mm-hmm.
Bed is open to whoever wants it.
If there is, I'm going full paranoid. If there is a decent sized dresser, I'm putting that in front of the door.
There is. Compressor in place, door barricaded.
Okay.
Who's
I'll take first
who's
watch.
taking watch? Yeah. Who's he's taking first? Who's got second, third? You got second?
I'll have third.
Third?
Yep.
Java? All right. Zagine, you get to go
I'm-
in your trance.
I'm just hanging out in the king bed the whole time.
We got 3 of them that can do trances. Technically, we only need 2 of them to do one.
Literally.
Watch if we wanted to. but-
Trevor's taking the bed. After his
What?
giant drink. He's just
Hey,
Zagine. I'll get his arms, you get his legs, we throw him off the bed, you can have it. Fair is fair.
All right.
That's nice, sweetie.
Do we have a bucket for him to barf in?
No, we don't, so we're gonna have to pay for the.
Great.
We'll make Trevor pay for any subsequent, whatever
Take that far ahead.
subsequent fees there are. Trevor will make Trevor cover.
good.
So I'm guessing by that he failed that con save.
Probably.
I just heard interesting. I'll mark that for later. I'm like, oh no. We love you, Remy. He's paying for that.
You pile on the floor.
Don't slip in that.
That is available for anybody about just 20 minutes. Bed rolls are laid out.
Just a heads up. Remember that cheese I had earlier?
Oh God.
But window. But out the window. Ass to glass.
In the window above the trap.
Jesus.
And I set up my bedroll as far away from the puke and bed as possible.
So do I. I don't want to
Smell.
be anywhere near that.
Oh, then this is a different type of stench.
Ugh.
I apologize in advance. I can't help what I do in my sleep or my trance, for that matter.
Is there a fireplace in this room?
No, not in this room. Okay.
From the windows, how much of the street in front can I see?
So it basically looks over the front door, so you can see the whole street coming out. Yeah. Zaga. Give me an intimidation check.
I forget. Oh, that's gonna be 18.
Everybody hears as he tries to hold the dead, but he just can't. And yes, it's intimidating.
Oh God.
I'm like, my eyes are watering too. Even my own eyes. I'm like, oh.
A bit more. Above the trap. Tempt them there if they don't pass out from the.
You know what? I'm gonna
Extra
keep
life
myself.
security.
Can you guys like put some like? Is there anything here that's heavy? I'm gonna go under the covers, and then I'll just keep it all under the covers for the rest of the night. We just need to put something heavy.
Open yourself.
Yes.
Oh, that is horrendous. Don't do that.
Just thinking that.
Don't do that. People have died.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have my head out. It's just gonna stay under the covers.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna touch up on yourself though.
Seriously? Fuck me.
I mean, my wisdom score is 8, so like you're surrounded by morons. I'm sorry.
Right in my asshole.
So anyway, that's my plan right now, is to just keep it all under the covers as best I can for the rest of the night.
Stand.
Oh, good to know. Stand in mind. Hey, guy.
Near that bed.
Dutch oven.
Absolutely not getting near that fucking bed.
Maybe I should take care of some of the cleaning fees after that.
Yeah.
Me and
Oh,
Trevor.
you think?
Me and Trevor got.
Oh.
All right. Going into our watches. As everybody tries to. Eyes watering.
I'm trying to look out the window and keep an eye on the street.
Give me a perception check. You tend to the window.
Oh, and that would be a 16.
16.
Ooh.
You watch the road. There's a couple of people meandering through the street as they walk by. They don't enter the establishment, but pass on by. Maybe they're locals leaving the tavern from down the street. But your watch goes by uneventful for the most part. All right, second perception check, please.
Well, it was going to be a 14, but now it's a 6.
6,
So, hold on. No, 7.
7. Throughout your watch, Zagine's Dutch oven just isn't holding it all in.
What do I have?
And you're distracted
Flame on!
Oof.
by the smell as you try to watch out the window and keep.
I take one of the fancy blankets and I just.
Wait.
Oh. Oof. Put it back on the bed before the end of my watch.
But as far as your watch is concerned, you don't see anybody or see anything in the time. So
All right.
your watch goes by. All right, Shava.
$21.
21. Without issue, even with the smell, you are
Ugh.
focused on the window.
You guys, you shouldn't have eaten that cheese. You little idiots.
Is the window open right now?
You're asleep
Sleep. Okay.
or in your trance. Shava,
Yeah.
early morning hours. You remain diligent in your watch, regardless of what is happening in the room. Streets are quiet. You don't see anybody coming or going until dawn starts to break as the farmers, caretakers, getting up just before sunrise, and the town starts to become active.
Alrighty.
Sunrise comes, everybody can take their long rest. If you need to do your weapon proficiencies, change your spells, whatever you need to do them now.
Yep.
Wish I could change spells.
Take my pike, practice with it.
Take your pike, practice with it. Yep. Gain your proficiency. But so far, you have neither seen nor heard of the two individuals. Saw you earlier. Make of that what you will. The morning is yours.
Before we head out, you
Fried
guys.
puke on the floor next to Trevor.
Prestidigitation. Clean it up.
I really wanted him to pay for that.
You can pay me.
Okay.
I was just
I keep
thinking.
forgetting that's another thing with prestidigitation to do.
I think it's like one of the main uses except fire.
The rest of it.
Yeah.
Although I as a rogue could find uses for the rest of it too. But fire and cleaning things.
So as far as these people following us, we can all but guarantee when we head out of here, they're on to us. We know this for a fact. So do we devise a plan to set a trap? Because otherwise they're gonna trap us. So we want to be ahead of them in a sense of trapping them versus them letting us be trapped.
Well, the sooner we get out of town, the better.
I think the only thing we can really do is stay vigilant. Because there's no telling who is and who isn't. So jumping at shadows isn't going to do us any favors.
You know what we need to do? And I wish we would have done this in Moundsville. This just comes to mind right now. We should all, they know our faces. They know us. We should, next opportunity we get, all of us buy a disguise. That could prove to be very helpful for us in the future.
Maybe.
I wish I would have thought of to do that back in Moundsville.
I'm still confused on what's going on. You guys haven't told me anything.
Joshua, you want to tell her?
All right. So, some creeps followed Zagine after his night trying to find cigars.
Okay.
And they said something along, I didn't hear it, but from what he tells me, they said something along the lines of, that's them. Let's go tell the others. So, someone found us, and it's time to get out of here.
You think it's the same people from before?
I absolutely
Most
think.
likely, they're the ones looking for us.
The ones that captured your father?
I did write something in the book that might have provoked them.
Great. That's
Look.
just wonderful.
Look, their biggest thing, the main thing keeping them protected and scary is the fact that they're hiding. The more we expose them,
The better off we have to find out who they are.
not only that, but it puts them out into the light.
Yeah. And for us to take them down. If we can. If they don't outnumber us.
Oh, they outnumber us. But
Yeah, so that's why discretion is the better part of valor at this point in time. Advertising it everywhere we go doesn't.
it's not everywhere we go. It was here and one other place. Nah, damn, that is everywhere we go.
Oh
Only
my
been 2
gosh.
Let's pack up and hit the road.
Yeah.
Do
Sounds-
rations for breakfast on the way, but let's get out of town before something happens here.
Right.
Sooner I want to be out.
DM question real quick. Is there a general store where we could buy disguises here?
I mean, there's a general store, and you'd have to go in to see if they have disguises.
Before we head out, do you guys like my idea and think we should buy disguises?
It is a good idea, but I think leaving should take priority right now.
They already know we're here, so anything we buy would be.
Yeah, so we should just get out of here.
Maybe the next town over we get to, we buy something.
Okay,
But right now, the best option is to just leave.
got it. I'm on board with that. And TJ makes a good point too. As do you.
You all hurriedly gather your things, collect your trap,
Yep. Every time.
collect Trevor,
Every time.
move the big dresser out of the way of the door, make your way downstairs. Ethel is there. Agree to good morning. How was your stay?
Wonderful.
Wonderful, thank you.
Fantastic. Happy to hear it. Please, Trevor and Lone Tree again. Please stop. Guys head out, make your way over to the stables. Jordan is there, greets you a good morning, pleasant smile. Says, I hope you all had a pleasant evening here in Lone Tree.
Yes.
We're always happy to see new visitors. Take it you were ready to go.
Ready to
Yep.
leave.
Yep.
Give me a little bit. I will gather your horses and get your cart all set up for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would like to look around, see if anyone's, aside from the farmers and such, if anyone's paying particular notice to us.
Perception.
These dice are so hard to read. 16.
16. Most people seem to be going about their day, but there is one particular person kind of standing kind of around the corner-ish. Seems to be just a little bit suspicious.
I woke up to TJ casually. TJ, corner.
I'll take a look.
Yep. There's a person standing there. Seems to be watching you.
Did I?
Everybody else seems to be, going about their business.
It's like
but they are
casual.
standing there observing you.
So more than one person, just the one.
Oh, just one.
TJ, can you mark that person somehow with something?
Hold on. They haven't told you.
Oh, I thought he said he did.
No,
I'm sorry.
this
I
is
thought.
like
Oh,
He
casual.
told TJ.
And
I
to be
thought
fair,
he
this is
told him.
casual value.
yeah, my
You know,
Yeah.
I misunderstood that. I really
Yeah.
did. I thought you said I was there. My bad.
That's all right.
Okay.
Just wanted to clarify.
not whispering, but not yelling.
Right.
When you said casual, I thought like I was hearing the conversation.
No.
So TJ looks over, sees the individual standing there, and they're just watching.
Does he see that I see him?
Hard to tell from this distance. At which point Jordan pulls your horses around the corner of the stables, cart in hand, all ready to go.
Go over to Shava.
Yeah.
They're on us. Look over at the guy. Keep your bow ready.
Okay.
And I take mine. I actually casually just and I get my bow ready.
Okay. Load up your gear onto your cart, carriage. Trevor climbs aboard to navigate. I'm driving.
You sober enough to drive?
Of course. Always sober enough to drive. You guys load up. The wheels start
Oh, there
rolling.
once was a wagon put to the trail. The driver was as wet as a snail.
The cart pulls away. Stark figure emerges from the corner. As you guys pull farther and farther away. Give me perception checks. See who notices what's happening here.
22.
22.
7.
7.
14.
14.
19.
19. 19 and 22. Zagine's still farting.
Put that on a bomb.
You notice that the one figure meets up with a second. You see them go to the stables. And that's it. The town gets too far out of view.
I think they're gonna try to follow us.
Trevor, double time.
Double time. Card picks up.
Yeah,
Back of the cart.
Okay.
And I sit on the back of their cart with my bow ready.
as do I.
All right. As you are traveling,
I'm sitting up next to Trevor watching ahead. Most guys are in the back watching behind.
Yep.
Zagine, you got any throw range?
And I've got my short bow
I,
out.
I have hand axes and I have a longbow.
All right, works for me.
I'm gonna ready my longbow.
it's a dark, cloudy, cold day, as it is in the Ember Reach when it's winter. You travel for about half the day and don't really see anything in the distance behind you. You travel about 12-ish miles or so, and you come to the bridge that crosses the river that divides the Kaizen Empire and the Ember Reach. And as you reach the bridge, the big stone arch bridge that covers the expanse of the river, you see two figures on horseback way in the distance behind you.
Who sees them? We all do.
Will do.
I think we need. Is there a place we can hide?
Now with the wagon. Cart. No, this is
Yeah,
the
what's the once we cross the river, what's the area like? Is it plains? Is it forest? Is it
It's open plains for the most part. As you get across the bridge, it's about 3 miles in, and there's a forest. Not a very large forest, but there's kind of a forest on your right hand side.
You guys think if I cast Longstrider on these horses that we can get to the forest in time to maybe hide? Just throwing some ideas.
you can only I don't know if you can cut.
You can only
You
cast.
probably could, but you'd only be able to cast it on one.
Good point.
Cart's going in a circle because one horse is going faster.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
Just thinking.
Circle the carriage. Don't you mean carriage? Circle the wagon. Don't you mean wagons? No, we only need the one.
Is there a way we could set up an ambush?
Not out here in the open.
No.
It would just be a fight.
Yeah.
We only see the two figures.
Do we just take them on? Wait
Could
for
be
'em?
more behind them. I'm not against it. I'm just saying it's probably not the best move right now.
It's too high of a risk. I wouldn't.
No, let's just keep going. Maybe we'll get lucky and get to the gate before they catch us up to us.
Yeah.
All right. Let's keep an eye on them though.
Aim steadily.
Mm-hmm.
If they start to get closer, we can always pull off and take a break and
Mhm.
set up and prepare for them.
Right.
As you keep traveling, count the distance here. So as you cross the bridge, that marks the 20-mile-ish mark, right in there, 18 to 20 miles. As you get about 5 more miles in, towards the end of the day, there is the forest that is still on your right-hand side. There is open plains to your What would be the east of you to your
How
left?
far off the road is the forest?
It's minimal distance. Less than a mile, I'd say.
Farther than I was told.
Yeah, it's not right up against the road. At which point, again, everybody give me a quick perception check of noticing. Over here,
25.
25,
18.
18. Say, guy,
7 again.
still farting.
Gotta melt that thing.
Put a cork in that thing.
21.
21. The three of you notice that there's no distance gained or distance lost.
All right. They're just following. They're not closing.
What do you want to do?
I don't think we're gonna lose them anytime soon.
Probably
No,
not.
I know, but I'm thinking if we push through the night, they may or may not continue.
They will.
There's
gone
no
this
doubt
far.
about it.
They've come this far,
Yeah.
and if we stop, we know what they're gonna do.
No, we don't know that for sure. We suspect. We don't know that for sure. Since they've not been gaining on us,
Waiting for us to put our guard down.
I know.
Not against what they guys said.
Yeah, but how are we going to hide the wagon and the horses? That
No.
would be a dead giveaway.
We set it up as if we're resting.
And then we ambush them.
Hmm.
Doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Only thing I'm worried about is if they're just gonna come back with more.
Oh yeah, they're gonna always come back.
More
I guess the thought I'm thinking is we push through to the veiled gate and then take a rest there. Just past it. So that it's not just us. It's, you know, if that's a checkpoint, it's going to be manned and staffed,
Heavily guarded, probably.
heavily guarded, so that, hey, we can take a break here.
Is it worth running ourselves ragged?
They're going to run themselves ragged to keep up with us.
Yeah.
So that's
true.
I mean, and if
They're
we,
at much higher of a risk than we are.
you know, and if we take shifts of driving, you know, and then the rest of us sort of resting and back,
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we could
All right.
maybe mitigate some of that a little bit. But if they want to keep up with us, they're gonna have to run themselves ragged as well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Like I said, once we get to the veiled gate, once we get through it, you know, then find a spot to close to the gate, the camp.
Hmm.
All right.
Quick DM question.
Mhm.
When TJ asked about the Veiled Gate and you gave him that information about the papers, was he the only person that heard that conversation? Did any of the other players hear that? Or was it just to him and him alone?
I was asking Ethel about that.
Yeah.
So
There-
anybody that was sitting at the table heard it.
It's relevant to what I want to do one way or the other.
Well,
I mean,
you would have had to gotten up onto the receptionist desk.
oh,
So not all of us heard
She
it.
wasn't in the
Okay. Then
Well, we knew coming down here, I'm guessing that we would have to have something.
so as far as the other characters are concerned, we didn't hear that
No, you
information.
didn't.
That's
Not
what I'm
hear
getting
that
at.
specific
Okay.
one.
Got it. Yeah.
So
I'm with TJ. Just pull through to the
All right.
Veiled Gate because
Problem is I don't know how far the Veiled Gate is from where we're at.
So we could spend the night. Then we still have to.
Could be another full day for a while. I
well,
don't remember. Did anything ever say how far the Veiled Gate is from
You never got a distance this direction.
this direction? That's my suggestion. I'm not saying it's the best idea, but it's either that or we camp for the night and take our chances. It's only two of them, so
did we just cross the bridge? So how far past the bridge are we now?
You are about 7 miles past the bridge at this
And we wouldn't have noticed any signs along the way saying Veiled Gate X amount away.
No.
Okay. I was thinking maybe at the bridge or something we could have seen it. Got it.
A little post
Too late,
with,
yeah, too late.
arrows.
Yeah. Too late for that.
welcome to the
It
Kaizen.
just says Veiled Gate.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
distance.
Got it.
The direction.
No, I said we take our chances. And at least this time we'll be vaguely prepared.
If we push through the night, we're going to need to rest in the morning.
well, that's why we take shifts. Not let Trevor drive the whole time
Yeah.
because he needs to take a break
I
too.
mean, like I said, it's not the best idea. They have to push through as well, so they're going to be as fatigued as we are.
Yeah.
It's legit.
Or we pull over, set up camp, and see if they pull anything.
For now,
6 of one, half a dozen the other, as far as I can.
Yeah.
just keep pushing through, I think. We don't know how far we got to go, but
To be honest, as much as I was the one that said let's push through, I also half of me wants to just stop and deal with these idiots and be done with it.
That's where my mind is.
Yeah, me too.
All right, well that settles that. Pull
Take-
off the road and find a spot to camp and set up and make it look like we're taking a rest and
Sure.
Set my trap up somewhere. No. Discreet, like a bush or something.
Got it. You guys pull the cart off the road. Unpack your gear, set up your tents and your bedrolls, and get your fire pit gathered up along with firewood from the woods nearby. Who's taking first watch?
I'll do it.
Shaba's first. Who's second?
I'll take second.
Second. Who's third?
I could do the third one.
All right,
third
Zagine.
last.
Everybody's gonna do a couple hours then.
Yep.
All right. Shaba. As the rest bed down for this evening, they climb into their tents. Zagine turns on his lantern so he can read his book.
That's right.
TJ shakes his head.
That's right.
You brought a book?
No.
That's not quite.
10.
10. It's a bitter cold evening. As the location that you're at is just a few miles off of a bay, so the wind blowing in just whips across the region here. It's a dark, cloud cover evening, no moonlight coming through, just the light of your fire emanating the small area. You hear no movement, see no figures. Your watch goes by seemingly uneventful.
Okay.
Second watch, perception check.
Sure.
13.
13. The evening carries on. The wind seems to die down a bit. It's still cool. The fire keeps you warm. Again, limited visibility just from the firelight alone as it's very dark out. You hear no footsteps, see no individuals. Nothing seems to gain your attention as your watch goes by.
All right.
All right, third,
Me.
that's you.
15.
15. The quiet of the evening is unsettling. The thoughts of the glowing orb fill your mind. These people who are tracking you concerns you. You hear no movement. Nothing seems to gain your attention. The fire blazes to keep you warm. Last but not least, are you doing what?
15.
15. In the early morning hours. As the light creeps on the horizon, as the sun sits just behind it, waiting to rise. The fire crackles. The wind seems to pick up. Nothing. Just quiet out there. Daylight comes. As the sun rises above the horizon, the warm air pushes the cold air further down, and the wind begins to whip across the region. It's cold and bitter. You bundle into your warm clothes, tear down your tents, roll up your
Yeah.
bedrolls,
Let's get moving.
pack up your gear. Trevor says, I'm going to drive again.
Do we trust Trevor to drive?
No, but
And I have a very troubled, weary look on my face, and I don't know if the others notice it, but I have a very troubled and weary look, and I'm probably more quiet and somber than normal.
Everybody give me a perception check. Who notices the weary look on Zagine's face?
Not I. With not one.
Me neither.
15.
15. You notice he seems a little bit concerned, but you don't know if that's his digestive issues or other things going on with him.
You doing all right, man? You looking a little pale there this morning still.
Oh, just too much on my mind. I don't know how much I filled you in on the other night, but I promise there will be a moment when I tell you. But just had a dream about an orb and somebody saying they're waiting, like a weird hand popping out of the thing. It was all like what crooked and just disheveled looking, kind of like what was that word? Gnarled. And that's been on my mind for the last few nights here, and I'll fill you in on that when I have a little more energy. And then I'm just concerned about these people chasing us and what the hell it's not a matter of if, but when they're going to confront us, I feel like, and it just uneasy feeling.
Okay.
So I don't know what to do to not worry, but I'm just worried about all these things. Worried about you guys too, because we're all caught in this together.
Figure it out. Yeah, but get everything packed up. We'll do rations on the road.
Rations on the road.
Yep.
Pack your gear, load up, and head out.
Somebody keep an eye behind us.
On it.
Me too.
Perception checks.
Do better.
Nope. Can't.
20.
20.
3. 2.
Sitting next to Zagine. Yes.
Oh, damn it! I'm trying to. My eyes watered.
It's watery.
Somebody cast Lesser Restoration on him. Jesus.
With the 20. As you load up and head out and get back out on the road, you still see the two figures behind you, and they have not gained or lost any distance.
They're still following. They're waiting for us to move.
And as you do, they follow suit, maintaining their distance. You guys travel 3 or 4 hours. It's roughly about 10 more miles ahead of you. And there's a single inn on the side of the road, the rest area.
This is what, midday or?
Not even. Like 3 or 4 hours into your journey. Do you continue past, or would you like to stop?
Once we get past the Veil Gate, it'll be a lot harder for them to.
So we think. I'm saying we push on.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was implying. There's no need to stop here.
As you pass this inn that is on the side of the road, there is a sign that says Veiled Gate 5 miles.
Yay.
Per hour.
Mm-hmm.
Was there a sign for the inn too?
Yeah.
I'm just asking if you see it as we go by.
Uh-huh.
So I know where it
Let's do
is.
it. This is cult. I gotta find a good one. Kind of. Oh, page. Sorry. It's like,
Yeah, stop looking at the tavern.
Tinker shops. Like, what am I looking at? Tinkers. Taverns.
Taverns and inns.
There we go. This is the Wolfgang Inn.
Wolfgang.
Wolfgang Inn.
Wolfgang.
Wolfgang. Wolfgang.
As you
Dirty
pass
dog.
by, there's the sign.
5 miles. Veiled Gate. Keep an eye on our friends back there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Neither gaining nor losing. They're maintaining their distance. You continue on past Wolfgang Inn. Another hour rolls by. They have not lost or gained any distance. And you see it. A couple miles out, there's these two foreboding towers. 80, 90, 100 feet tall. It's hard to tell from this distance, but they are massive. To get closer, the larger they become. And the closer you get, you notice that there is a line waiting to pass through the gate. Checkpoint. Pull your card into line.
Take a look back. What are our friends doing? Are they gonna close up and be normal, or are they gonna hang back?
A good question. As a few other travelers get in behind you that have spent the night at Wolfgang Inn and have gotten on the road again, you do notice the two individuals as they start to approach the gate. Few more travelers get in line. And by then, there's probably about 10 people behind you as they get in line behind them.
Do I notice what is happening at the front of the line with the guards? Like, do I notice if they're checking, like, what they're doing? Like, are they checking?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
15 minutes goes by, you pull a little bit more forward. Another 15 minutes goes by, pull a little bit more forward. As the hour or two that passes, little by little, you inch closer and closer to the gate. And as you do, you will notice that there are several guards at the gate. And as people pull their carts up, they are thoroughly inspected, top to bottom. Belongings are rummaged through. Papers are checked. Carts are inspected. And one by one, people either enter the Empire or are turned away. Actually, a couple individuals are confiscated and led away.
Hmm.
The people in front of you pull their cart forward to be inspected. Guards approach, take out their belongings, start going through them. And it's this older couple. And she's inquiring as to why they're going through their stuff. Ma'am, please, this is our job. We need to inspect everything. Need to make sure you are not bringing illegal contraband into the Empire. They thoroughly search their cart and are allowed to pass, at which point you are presented to pull your cart forward. Trevor gives a little smack of the reins. Horses draw near. Guard reaches up, grabs the harness. Everybody out.
Out.
You exit the carriage. Stand over to the side, please. They usher you over. They start going through your cart, pulling out your stuff, going through your weapons. Why are you, what are these weapons for? What are you bringing these in for?
Personal protection.
Or what do you need personal protection from?
Show them our insignias from the academy.
Ah, academy. Are you graduates or just trainees?
Graduates.
Graduates. Right? Fair enough. They go through some of your other stuff. Anybody have anything that they would like to declare now that they have on them?
No.
And my alligator trap
On you or in the cart?
in the cart
I think he's referring to what do you have on your person?
Yes.
on my person.
So
my
in your inventory, what do you guys have in your inventory?
Well, actually, my weapons would have been on my person. Starters.
I think the only weapons I would have on my person are my short bow and my light hammer,
Right.
the little one. But everything else would be in the bag.
I just have my longbow and my.
Just I had my longbow and long sword on me. The rest is stored away.
What's stored away? What do you have in your inventory?
I have
Kind of a list of what you guys have on you.
I've got
On me specifically, or
In your inventory, in your backpacks, what do you have?
I declare all my weapons. That would be the great sword, great axe, 2 hand axes, scale mail.
As you see all this stuff, just
Yep.
you guys, these academy graduates.
so what would be in my backpack would be some oil, ball bearings, rations, a rope, a bell, a tinderbox, water skin, a hood lantern, some candles, crowbar. On me would be all my weapons.
Right.
Thief stole in a pocket somewhere, and a satchel with a stone in it. That's on me. It's not in the cart.
Mhm.
It's in a bag that's
Yep.
kind of over the shoulder and under the back of the cloak.
We'll get to that in a minute.
In the bag, in my bag, Warhammer, my Smith tools, tinderbox, torches, bedroll, the alligator trap, couple of rocks, an arrows. My pike is like on the side of the cart because it's too big for my backpack. And weaver's tools, and on my person a light hammer and my short bow because I was keeping watch at the back.
Easy enough. What do you got?
I mentioned my weapons. You want me to go through those again? The weapons.
Nope.
Yep. I have a shovel, iron pot, some common clothes, traveler's clothes, a signal whistle, some oil, a hood lantern, bedroll, tent. That's it.
All right, Java.
I have my signet ring, my spring and missile skull, my scimitar, my quiver, my bedroll, oil, my rope, my tinderbox, torch, water skin, and my tent. That's it.
Fair enough. Everything seems to be on the up and up, Captain. As this guard approaches you, what do you got in the bag?
Just a stone.
Guards! What do you have in the bag? As these guards.
Go around, unwrap it, and show him a piece of it. It's just a piece of stone.
Why were you so hesitant to show me this? If it's just a stone.
Piece of stone. Look at it.
Those who are, is everybody paying attention to this or?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the one being questioned, so yeah.
Yeah, we're all just standing around. Yeah.
Yep. Just wanted to clarify. Is it magical? What's with it?
Don't know. Found it, picked it up. It's got a little bit of writing on it. Thought I'd investigate it. And nobody at Drakmore knew it and suggested I go to the Dwarven Fortress.
So you're taking it to the Dwarven Fortress?
That's our next stop, yes.
Okay.
Well, next stop is that's our destination at this point in time.
Fair enough. All right. They stand aside. You're allowed to collect your belongings, as they will not put them back.
In there.
Russians.
TSA.
Yeah.
TSA bullshit is this?
I'm sure we're fine. I'm sure we're fine.
Get out of here.
Whatever.
Better not have dirtied my signet ring.
Forgot to tell him about my dank cigar. That I have.
Sir, question for you, please. I've never been to the Dwarven Fortress. Could you give me directions here?
Directions. I tell you what. Gather your belongings, put them back on your cart. There are guards on the other side of the gate. If you're looking for directions, they will be able to assist you. They are basically the ones that are inspecting people coming in. Move along.
They don't have time to chit chat.
Yep. Move along. You pick up You guys gather your belongings up off the ground, pack them back into your bags and your cart. Trevor clicks the reins. The cart moves through the two towers, and you pass through, and they are towering. Like you thought they were 100 feet. They're like almost 150 feet tall at this point, and they are just massive. Black stone towers.
Are they just obelisks? Are they carved in some way? Or
They're not carved. They are basically stone by stone, massive towers with a gate that goes across the front, kind of a gate that goes along the sides.
No, that is impressive.
It's a spectacle coming in.
Let's
How
look
far-
And
over.
they are built to house guards. Like
okay,
there could be a lot of people in there.
gotcha.
There's turrets, there's windows. You see the little jettisoned areas for the little shitters.
What do you think? What would their footprint be like? 40 by 40, 60 by 60, 70 by 30?
To be this tall, they're probably at the foot of it, 80 by 80. And as it goes up, it starts to narrow out.
Damn.
Yeah, they are massive.
Okay.
It's a symbol of the empire. You are entering the kingdom. As you pull beyond the gate, pull alongside, and there's a guard there. You ask him for directions. He says, follow the road south. Let me pull up my map here. I need to zoom in a little bit. I'm way zoomed out in this area. All right. Follow the road south for about 10 miles. It'll split into a Y, stay to the right. From there, it is 100 miles to the fortress. There is the town of Galmore, Ghal apostrophe More, that is 50 miles. So it's basically the town that sits between the Vale Gate and the fortress. A 2-day journey there, and then a two-day journey from there to the fortress. Rough.
Is there inns along the way between?
Nope.
Okay.
Was it just one long road?
Just one long
Just
road.
the 100-mile road. Just
100-mile road.
Okay.
And as you guys are getting directions, other people have been allowed to pass through. And as you look back, your friends are only a couple of people away from passing through.
Let's move.
or
No.
not here, but at some point, do you guys want to just buck up and confront them? Not here. Not here.
No.
No.
Just let's
Not
go.
here.
Yeah. Go.
Ask
When we get out of town, maybe.
because we don't want them,
They're gonna have to catch up to us.
and we don't want them to follow us everywhere, though.
What day?
Trevor hits the reins as the cart takes off. He's not even listening to you guys. Cart takes off. Still mid-morning, getting about that noonish time as you've had to spend time waiting to get through the gate.
Yep.
10 miles approach. You look back in the distance and your friends are still following, neither gaining nor
Well, I was
losing
back.
any
How did
ground.
they get through there?
Well, they were distance off when you guys approached. They've always maintained like this distance. Like you could see them back there, but they were back there. They
How
So the
far
very
back would
tippy
you
top.
say, just in case it's relevant at some point?
it's hard to gauge distance. I would say a couple football fields.
Looks like you're farther than that. Okay, that's
Well, 600,
200 feet. or
600 to 1,000 feet behind you, maintaining that. They're literally, you guys get the impression at this point, they are following you to see where you are going. They haven't confronted you yet. They have made no aggressive actions. They are keeping tabs on you.
We don't really know what they want or who they are per se.
Anybody riding up with Trevor?
I will, or M now. M.
Depends.
Anybody other than Zagine?
No.
I have been off and on depending if I'm looking
Up to
back.
you.
Yeah, I've ridden up with him to keep an eye forward while these guys were keeping
Yeah,
an
I'm
eye
just
back.
wondering if anybody's up there with them.
No.
I
Well,
have
I'm not.
been.
I'm not.
Nope.
Yeah, if those three are back, then I'm up there with them.
So as you're traveling and you come to the Y, turn to the right. Trevor says to you, because it's just you and him up there. Says when the guards were asking you about the stone that you had, those two took particular interest.
That's what
They know we have it.
that wasn't expected.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think that they knew exactly that we had it until you pulled it out and showed it. Now they know.
Well, they were gonna bust my chops if I didn't.
I know. We need to get there as soon as we can. It's a long road, though.
We'll deal with them when the time comes. If they're just gonna sit in the back and not do anything, I need to think on it. I'm thinking I want to set up an ambush for tomorrow morning somehow. You take off with the cart, make it look like we're leaving, pack everything up and then get back on the road. And then the four of us kind of hang off to the side and ambush them. I don't know what to do.
Start of a good plan. Just need to flush out the details.
Yeah.
Keep thinking on it and keep moving.
Find a spot and let's keep moving until it's time to camp and
You
I'll
keep
discuss it.
traveling throughout the day. The farther south you move, a little bit warmer the weather. There's not as much snow on the ground, and that what there is patchy at best.
Still open plain or
Still open plain as you are. Let's see. At this part of the road, there is about 3 miles off to your right, towards the northwest. There's a group of trees there, but other than that, to your south, southwest, southeast, open plain. You guys pull your cart over for the evening. Set up your camp, pull out your tents and bedrolls, and Zagine puts out his lantern. Read his book.
Crap.
Joshua sets up his trap. We are going to go ahead and call it for this evening, as we are close to 10:30 tonight. As the group is well on their way to Strathen Forge, the dwarven fortress.
now he gives us.
Yes. Being pursued. But what they assume is people after what they are carrying. Tune in next week. Same channel, same time. find out what the group has in store for these people and what it's like for them if they make it to Stratton Forge. My name is Mike, here with TM2 Studios, D20 Legends. For all of us here, we'd like to wish you a good night. Thank you for watching. Thank you for Dean for being the man behind the camera, making sure everything goes according to plan. Can't do it without him. Thank you. Everyone have a good night.